Hello, my name is Brian. This is Football Match 22, and I have an embarrassing tale to tell you. We're here with Salisbury. This is halftime of our first round knockout with Bayern Munich, and we're trailing 1-0. I kind of panicked as my OBS studio crashed because I didn't have enough hard drive space to continue recording, basically, right as the half ended. I cleared my old video, the video I just recorded half of, and a couple other videos, some miscellaneous stuff to make sure I have enough space to record this. Um, but yeah, so we missed the first half. Unfortunately, we allegedly had more possession, but it definitely didn't feel like it, as Bayern was able to get off more shots, including a goal scoring shot. Their right winger from the top of the box wasn't pressed enough and slotted it through to their striker, who made a good run from the top of the box, getting a one-on-one with the keeper and putting it past him. So we're going to go to the dressing room. We're going to try and motivate the boys to try and give us the performance we deserve, that we want. Maybe we don't deserve it, but I think we do. So we will cover the second half of this match. And then at the end of the video, I will recap all of the things I recapped before that just got deleted, about where we are in the league, where we are in all various cups, what we did in the transfer window at the end of the transfer window. Since our last video was, again, there aren't transfer windows, but the usual transfer window. Everyone else still has to deal with them. Since our last video was January 17th in game, and the transfer window would have ended January 31st. Ball's played forward to Marich, gets cross, and Garcia plays it. Unfortunately, off a defender. Dudarev comes away with it, though. Dudarev tries to sell a foul there. Not quite buying it from the official. And, okay, Moss gets a free kick here. Yeah, bends it too much. No good. This is a home game for us, if you couldn't tell from the majority of the stands wearing white. Oh, my, that was lucky. We really did not need to go into 2 goals. Ozan will take the kick this time, and not quite. Just kind of end up easily in Reginaldo's arms. He cradles it as one would a small child. Musiala bombs it forward, looking for Morvan. Morvan with a run. Is it all the way across to Ole Zola. Finds Davies there on the run. Really wish Moss had tracked back more, and so we would have had 2 men on 2 men instead of the 2-on-1 situation there. Terzi with a good block, and Fernandez will play back to his center backs. I guess it wasn't maybe their right winger. I think it was one of their central midfielders who was responsible for setting up the goal to Luis. Johansson plays it out to Capoon, and Capoon back to Johansson, over to Petkov. Torres, Dudarev, and he'll find Moss on a run. Moss trying to create space against Davies. Davies still quick, but enough space. Over to Garcia. Headed, but those crosses that cross the box and the goal mouth completely just usually are hanging so long. So close. In a bad way. Thank goodness. That they are easily saved because the keeper can get around on them. Torres plays up to Dudarev, up to Terzi. There's Moss. Moss has a step. Oh, misfire. Kevin Moss. Gotta convert that. Have to convert that. I give him 3 more minutes before I shift the mentality up to attacking from positive. Looks like Terzi and Garcia are gassing out. That's not great, at least, / especially in the terms of Garcia. We are short on left-wing replacements right now. You, of course, don't know that, since we didn't have a preliminary lead-in. Moss plays it forward. Dudarev's got a step. Ah, beautiful. Reginaldo dives. Dudarev keeps playing around and slots it home. We hope that the goalkeeper, that Dudarev was onside. The goal counts. We're all even here at Salisbury Stadium. Good stuff. And we will resume our video with Bayern in possession. Davies on the left wing plays it into Olezilo. Ole Zola. Get it eventually. Ball's played out. Unfortunately, Moss doesn't handle it particularly well, and yeah, they come away with it. And eventually it gets played back to Johansson, who bombs it away, and that means they come away with it. Good / lucky save from Johansson. I don't like what I'm seeing there out on the left wing. Moss is a winger on support. He is supposed to track back there. And or Maric isn't doing a good job of staying out there. And wants me to sub off Petkov, but he's not that tired. Oh, great. Moss has taken an injury. Okay, well, that could explain why Moss didn't track back. So we have okay, we're gonna have to. I think we're gonna have to get creative. It's not that creative, but I think the correct call here, that we don't have it anymore, and maybe we should, is to switch into a 4-1-3-2, like this. So we're gonna put Marin in for Moss. Duderev will play as a complete forward. Marin will be an advanced forward, both attacking. We will put in Cekatani for Garcia. Don't like to see all those down arrows. That's better. I'm going to have the center midfielder in the middle push up on attack, and that'll probably be Ozan. And then the other two will both be Mazzalas on support. We will switch to a pair of wingbacks on support. No, that actually is less good for ZVP. We'll make him a fullback on support. Yeah, so those will be our two changes for now. We have about 7 more minutes until the 70th, when we usually make some substitutions. Cekatani over Ozan, up to Marin. Looks like Cekatani might have gotten tripped. Not worth a foul call, apparently. Maric should play over to Cekatani. Ozan heads it. Easily saved by Reginaldo. Oh, Ozan, I like the spot where this is taking. Right into the wall. Capoon does a good job retreating and staying on sides. Back to Petkov. That's not the passing combination we want. I mean, Petkov is a right back, so he is not terrible at moving around with the ball, but yeah. Trying to decide whether Zabibi is gassing out more or Maric is. In the end, I like Maric more as a player. Mateus, yeah, let's trust Juan Matea will give us what we want. Let's move the thing back. He's a player who's able to get forward a bit better. So that's our subs for regular time. If we go into extra time, we will have one more sub. Great job from intercepting from Cekatani. Unfortunately, he then squanders it with a pass inside to Dudarev when the defender is on his inside. Ball does get back to Dudarev. Cekatani lays it for Marin. Marin angles cut off and just kind of plays the shot into the defender. Here's our encouragement. Mentality matters. Capoon bombs it forward. Unfortunately, he looks for Marin and not Dudarev. Marin, not exactly the biggest player in the world, while Dudarev is a solid height and strength to actually play as a pseudo-target man. Bukayuva into Morvan. They are going to have opportunities there at the edges, since really we're counting on our two center midfields to kind of drift back as pseudo wingers in space. See, there we are. Badurov wins the header and heads it forward to Marin. Marin on the run. And yeah, there's a reason he's the advanced forward and not the complete forward. His passing ain't that great. But eventually they have to bomb it forward, and we're probably going to win that on the back line. All right. Dudarev here will take the corner. He is correct-footed for this one. But unfortunately just kind of bombs it into the middle. Not really a threat for Reginaldo. Interesting. Speed throw. Just don't see many defenders like overhand throw it out. See a fair amount of rollouts, but not many who whip it out like that. Ball into the middle. Good save by Johansson. He managed to find the crack in the defense and all of the attacking players, because there were several players, both in white and red, bunched up there. And the ball kind of just trickles out. Apparently we were last to touch it. They'll take it again. Fernandez. Outbreaker. We headed away. Morvan. Owner Terzi looks like he did a good job intercepting. Unfortunately, not good enough that we get to replay off it. Just a lousy play from Maric. No. All right. Well, luckily Luis rushed that kick. They've added 4 minutes here, and we have just burnt out about the first of it. Dudarev into Owner. Owner Terzi. Oh, just off the top of the bar. Yes, please press that guy. Header. Unfortunately, Dudarev is a bit too far up. Doesn't come back to get it. Little pressure there from Dudarev. Appreciate that. Pekov does a good job staying with Luis. Unfortunately, doesn't do a good job of handling the ball. Does do a good job of dispossessing and then drawing a foul. Probably last action of the game, whether it's positive or negative. Ozan, Matea plays it in. Marin's coming away with it. Torres plays it over to Cecatani. Bombs it forward. Okay, Reginaldo knocks it over the bar. This will probably be the last action of the game. Let's short corner header winner. Dudarev will take it. Going to be an inbreaker. Nope. Don't just watch it, dude. Clock is ticking. Maric will take the throw into Cecatani, out to Maric. Places it into Ozan, turns. Matea takes the shot up to Dudarev. And unfortunately, Dudarev playing it out to Owner means let's play more time. Come on, boys. I believe in you. So we're going to have one more substitute here. Choices are Owner Terzi, Maric, or theoretically Torres. It won't be Torres despite his yellow card. He's actually a very good penalty taker relative to... Oh, bomb forward for Dudarev. Oh, dude. He is left-footed, so he tried to get back to his left foot. Unfortunately, it had been drifting to the right, which put the shot attempt right into the keeper instead of neatly slotting into a side. If it goes to penalties, we need our best penalty takers, and Torres is one of them. I'll have to check if... Okay, he was offside, so that's why he was so wide open. Terzi... I don't want to take Terzi off. I know he's struggling, but Maric is going to be struggling as well. And Terzi is a much better taker. Yeah, I think it's got to be Maric, and we will in fact put Torres in. Kind of a like-for-like bad taker and leave on a better taker. And don't bring on the 17-year-old who has no experience at this level. Capoon plays up to Petkov, back to Capoon. I wish he'd found Torres there in the middle. Looks like he was open. I'm not sure he would have done anything with it, but ball's played for Dudarev, gets it on his foot and turns and looks. Yeah, I like the attempt from Marin. Unfortunately, saved by the keeper. Yes, press, sure. Dudarev will take it. Nobody there, but Petkov is going to be the first one to it. Terrible pass attempt to Dudarev, but we do come away with it. Petkov on throw into Marin. Back to Petkov, finds Ozan. Ozan plays it forward to Dudarev. Dudarev gets on it. Scores! 41th goal of the year for Sergei Dudarev. What a laser strike from distance. Have a bit of roll in the grass, buddy. Get that thing nice and green. Oh, just what we needed. Unfortunately, 20 more minutes of this. So Dudarev, yep, starches into the back. Beautiful stuff. Let's not count our chickens. But that is halftime of extra time. Whew. Everyone is exhausted. So, I'm not loving that we play Man City in like 3 days. Though it is the FA Cup and not the EPL, so for whatever that's worth, it won't affect our league standings, just whether we keep advancing in the FA Cup. I believe it is the quarterfinals, 8 teams left. I wish we'd seen a bit of a run there from, I believe, Ozan to intercept. I thought he could have gotten there. Chipped back all the way. Capoons comes away with it, and out to Petkov, up to Cekatani, up to Dudarev. Dudarev finding a racing Marin. Marin chips it in. 2-goal lead here in the second half of stoppage time. Of extra time, not stoppage time. I know the difference, even though sometimes it sounds like I don't. Beautiful stuff from Salisbury. Great stuff, guys. I mean, I wish it hadn't taken us this long. We didn't have to go to a formation we last played 5 years ago. It was probably longer than 5 years ago. These guys have never played this formation. All right, 10 minutes left. Dudarev and Marin doing a good job of pressing the defense, making them just kind of kick it away and letting our tall defensive backs, our tall, strong men, easily win headers and then have a pass about. Terzi up to Torres. Torres to Torres. Two Torreses. Dudarev, Matea. A bit of exchange. Yeah, take your time, boys. Don't force anything. Torres to Torres. So we have Cekatani. Oh, 3 would have been nice. We have 2 Torreses. We have 2 Fabios. That's first names, obviously. We have 2 Tobis. We have 2 of a lot of things. We do not have 2 Aeps or 2 Ozans. As despite the fact that we have 2 Turks. 2 Turks, there we go. That's, that's not weird enough. Or it's not namey enough. Let's make some adjustments to how we're playing. Let's slow down the tempo. Let's take off dribble less. If they want to just kind of dawdle on the ball now, I'll be good with it. Oliozola, of the complicated name, takes the free kick. Luckily, Petkov is first one there. Heads it away. Alvarez comes up with it. To Rhodes. Rhodes is one of their fresher players. He wasn't a starter. Recognize the names. Into Ozan. Ozan running forward. Looking whether Dudarev or Marin's going to break free. Finds Dudarev. Dudarev. Oh, save. Cekatani. Oh, hi. Come on. Cekatani, bury that. Ball played to Alvarez. There's about 5 minutes left in this one. Oliozola running to the end line. Well defended by Petkov, who's got to be on his last legs, just like everyone else. Torres with the header. Matea kicks it away. Just going to need to completely punt the FA Cup. We've already made the quarterfinals. That's got to be good enough. Let's play to Morvan. Matea on the run out. Luis with the header. Dangerous, but not dangerous enough. Beckhoff had thrown to Marin here, the 118th, rolling into the 119th, played all the way back to Johansson. Johansson to Torres. Capoon bombs it forward. Don't love that decision. As in, again, he goes to Marin and it's intercepted, and the red team has possession. Alvarez to Götze. I'm bad with Turkish names. I'm just kind of assume that I have Terzi and Ozan correct, but I may not. If you're Turkish, let me know if I'm mispronouncing those names. Owner with a bit of a run out. Love it. Nobody gets on him. Off the bar. Well, we'll act like that is a fair trade for the ones they've played off the bar much earlier that put us in worried straits. All right, that is beautiful. Late game surge from our boys and some top level performance from Sergei Dudarev. Oh, so good. Now, we do have a bit of a deeper bench. We only play 7 subs in the Champions League. In the EPL, we've been playing 9. So we do have 2 players who are regular parts of the... Well, at least one player who's part of the regular rotation who just wasn't available due to bench length / tiredness. Kevin Moss is injured. That's not great. It is just a week-long injury. That's a better way to put that. Yeah, sure, track goes on. Whatever, man. Hey, gotta love it when Johansson gives me credit. Pretty sure we gave... he doesn't exactly have a new contract. Signed until 2038. Yeah, so... No, not the Deaf Center. Club Vision Screen. Beloved Club Vision Screen. Everything's good. Kind of, mostly. We've achieved everything they want, and we're going to. So, end of the transfer window. Last video was 117. I'd mentioned selling some to all of these players. I think I'd mentioned I was going to sell both Hurleman and McAvoy, and so we did, getting a combined about $30 million for the two of them. Hurleman going to Marseille, McAvoy going to yet another Greek team, AEK. And I'd mentioned I was probably going to sell Nagankum in the summer window, and then Barcelona came in and offered $30 million. I was going to sell him. I wanted to get Mateo more time in the rotation, so it just became a thing to do. When, Barca came and offered $30 million, I had a long think, like, do I want to sell this guy? Should I be selling this guy? But in the end, I opted to. Right decision, wrong decision, don't know. But I hope he does well there for him, except when he faces us. 6 games for them already. Not a great rating. Yeah, so we are second in the EPL behind Man City, which is where we were before. We're actually a little tighter than we were. I believe we were 5 or 6 points back. Now we're 3 points back. We will be going to the quarterfinals of the Champions League with the draw happening in about 2 days, so I don't think we'll have time to show it to you now, but we will show you the second game of the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Hopefully the full game and not just the second half. The Carabao Cup, we lost to West Ham. We are in the top 4 of the Youth Challenge Cup, the FA Youth Challenge Cup, and yes, top 8 of the FA Cup. Racing just to make sure we don't run out of time again and things get cut off. So this is our last game against Tottenham. We lost 1-3 to West Ham after that on the road. Again, West Ham's a good team in the save, and it was on the road. I still don't like losing to anyone. We won against Northwood and Larkhall in the Youth Cup, and then we got a string of 3 games against Burnley and 5 for the top team, for the senior team, and they were 4-0, 4-0, 2-0. 2 Premier League games back-to-back, awkward scheduling, and then the FA Cup 4th round match. Burnley, Nottingham Forest, Everton, all pretty low on the table, so we did exactly what we needed to and racked up big wins there and collected 12 points. We proceeded to get a good win against Chelsea at home, and then an ugly loss to Aston Villa on the road, 0-1. Out XG'd him significantly, 1.6 to 0.8, which couldn't find the goal. Very frustrating. We beat Crystal Palace back to playing real teams, quote-unquote, in the FA Youth Cup, but the 2 Tobys are good enough that it didn't matter. Arsenal, we managed to beat them on the road 2-1, so that made up for the loss to Aston Villa a little bit. Here is the 1-1 draw with Bayern that led into the last match we just had. We promptly lost at Wembley in the Carabao Cup finals to West Ham 2-3, and frankly, it was almost 1-3 again. Marin scored in the 90th plus 3, which gave us hope slash a chance in the last minute, but not much. Zabibi was on a 6.1, which was so bad I had to go back and check if he had the hates big games, warning. He does not. He doesn't like big games as far as I can tell, but it was an aberration. Yeah, luckily the left side of our defense between Leandro and Zabibi was poor, and yeah, not great. We beat Southampton in the FA Youth Cup, 2 Tobies. Beat Liverpool in the FA Cup on the road at Anfield 3-1. Trent Alexander-Arnold got sent off in the 32nd minute pretty reasonably and correctly, and so that really helped us, get the press on. We beat Leicester 4-0 for unfortunately losing to Tottenham 1-2 on the road. It's not my favorite thing, but I can live with it. This penalty is pretty bogus in my opinion. So if you envision the penalty box and where the penalty box meets the end line, this foul occurred basically at the intersection of the penalty box and the end line. So not as far away as you can get from the goal geometrically. That would be out in the field on the edges. But there at least you have an angle on the actual goal mouth. At that spot, you just don't have an angle on the goal mouth. But Matea, it looked like a clean tackle to me even. Took the ball away, dispossessed their guy, but they blew the penalty and said it was both a foul and in the box. And otherwise might have been a 1-1. And hey, we just beat Bayern 3-1. Our guys are exhausted. I need to go look at the training schedule and probably take off training here for the 23rd because we only have 2 days and they're just dead. So we can get whoever we can get healthy again. We have the quarterfinals of the FA Cup here against City. Again, we might have to throw it a little. We have some injuries. We are on a bit of a shorter bench than we were before. Then we're into the FA Youth Cup semifinals. This may or may not be awkward. I believe we're on an international break there. That's why it's so long between the 24th and 7th for the senior team to have games. So that's nice that some players will be getting some rest. Though obviously a lot of our players are on various senior and junior national teams. I wonder who all will have available. Will either of the Tobies be available? I sure hope so. So we're going to have to rest up for the City game and then get into the final kick of the year. Our next game I will broadcast will be here the 17th against an unknown team. I guess we can check. It'll be either PSG, Real Madrid, Inter Milan, Napoli, Chelsea, AC Milan, or Wolfsburg. Kind of hoping for Wolfsburg. They seem like the most innocuous team left. Right now they're 5th in the Bundesliga. They're, kind of all over the place. That's not a regular side that is consistently good. Happy to see City out. We beat Madrid in our group stage. So yeah, feeling pretty alright about that. Fingers crossed. So that's where we're at. Training schedule calendar. We have this game against that. Let us set this to recovery as well. Double recovery and then just the match preview. It is what it is. We just need to get healthy and not have to worry about injuries. We don't want more injuries. So thank you so much for joining me. I am sorry for not getting you the first half of the video, even if I'd saved it and hadn't deleted that video when I deleted all the other videos and random stuff I was deleting to make this work. I'm not good enough, / it takes too long to stitch together the two halves. So yeah, this is what you get. Hopefully we'll have the whole video for you next time. Thank you so much for joining me. Like, comment, subscribe. I'd love to hear from you, and I hope you have a very lovely day.